approached the High Court to enforce remedial action proposed by Public Protector Thuli Madonsela. For more on today's appeal, we crossed our journalist Aldrin Sampear in Bloemfontein. Aldrin, good morning. Set the scene for us. Please give us some detail.
Well, good morning. We're coming live to you outside the Supreme Court of Appeal, where Hlaudi Motsoeneng, as you indicated, is trying to get the Supreme Court of Appeal, that's a full bench, to overturn that High Court ruling that he be suspended and that the SABC institute disciplinary action against him. Well, as indicated earlier on as well, is that's because of that remedial action from the Public Protector, that there be disciplinary action instituted against Hlaudi Motsoeneng. But what's quite crucial about this case is that not only is this case about Hlaudi Motsoeneng's suspension or disciplinary action being instituted against him, but it's also about the test of the Public Protector's power. Because in that High Court ruling in Cape Town, Judge Schippers did indicate that the Public Protector's powers or the remedial action is not enforceable and it is not binding. So this is the first time such a High Court as the Supreme Court of Appeal, with a full bench sitting, will make a ruling on the powers of the Public Protector. And this will obviously have an impact on cases such as the Nkandla report, which is now head to the Constitutional Court, brought by the EFF, which will be heard sometime next year.
Aldrin, what are we expecting to happen today?
Well, we expect both the counsel of Mr. Hlaudi Motsoeneng as well as the SABC and the Minister of Communications to give testimony why they think that Hlaudi Motsoeneng should not be disciplined, while there shouldn't be disciplinary action instituted against him. And remember that the SABC, after the Public Protector's findings, had that legal firm called, and that legal firm did its own internal investigations and cleared Mr. Motsoeneng of any wrongdoing. On the other hand, we have the DA, which will argue that the Public Protector, which is a constitutional body, has come to a finding and has indicated that there be remedial action, and that remedial action should be instituted. But something quite interesting as we arrived this morning here at the Supreme Court of Appeal is that we've seen some people who call themselves the friends of Hlaudi Motsoeneng with t-shirts bearing "Hands Off Hlaudi" being outside here, outside court. We so expect a lot of them to come through. We also saw some buses earlier on, so they came through with those buses. And just behind me is a stage that is currently being erected, so we expect some speeches, probably from Mr. Motsoeneng as well as some of his supporters outside here, the courtroom.
Thank you. That's our SABC reporter Aldrin Sampear coming to us live from Bloemfontein at the Supreme Court of Appeals. Now,